Hello, everyone. Where'd that goodness gracious. Okay. That was a little excessive. Man. Hello, everyone. My name is Slappy Burger, and welcome back. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Actually, it's been about 2 months. At this point, I've been very busy in real life, but at the same time, also have just not been playing Minecraft all that much. Hit a bit of a burnout, but back and ready to play a bit. I have played a tiny bit here and there, just on the world, but nothing actually record worthy. Um, if you're very astute, you may notice that the sugarcane over here is new. And also, if you're even more astute, then you would know that this is actually the first time I've ever been fishing on the world. I don't know. I thought it would be kind of cool to like come in and I'd be like, fishing or whatever. Uh, as an intro, and then I'm sitting here now and I'm like, wow, this is really corny, and it was going to be dark and mysterious, but no, we're um it's okay, we're fishing. I did have a bit of a situation sort of occur on my end when it not the world, but OBS and all that. For at one point my mic arm broke. I think I kind of talked about that. I got a new one. And at some point or another, my microphone's gain got cranked up to max, and OBS updated and threw off all of my mixing settings. So I had to do a lot of audio testing again, because if you on the off chance, because some of you guys may have seen the last episode, some of you haven't. I kind of have been fighting with audio for a long time, if you've been here since the start, which, believe it or not, I think we are coming up on a year of this channel being a thing, which, we've had our, sometimes it's uploads are constant, other times it's not. Sometimes we play not Minecraft. I think I'm going to shift it more towards Minecraft again. One thing I'm definitely never going to do again, though, is promise how often I'm going to upload. I said last episode, which was, like I said, almost 2 months ago now, that I really want to upload once a week. And I do want to, but I'm not going to promise that I'm going to upload at least once a week. Not at all. And I don't know if you saw those roses and stuff down there. That's actually the remnants of me audio testing stuff. Because I was testing how things sound while I break things, and I think this sounds okay. And if it doesn't, let me know, and I'll work on it again. Trust me. I have plenty of time off. A lot has changed, but enough yapping, right? It feels like it's been a long time, right? It's been a long time since we've actually been in this world, and I think it's time that we go and actually get started working on what I wanted to do. And we're going to kind of work on a section of the world that we haven't really touched in a while. I mean, to be fair, we haven't touched anything in a while, but we're really going to touch something that we haven't touched in a while. And that is the quote unquote mega base. Okay. We're going to work on that a little bit. This little guy right here. I have actually already kind of been in the process of gathering resources for what I plan to do in here. It's specifically, I want to do a library and an enchanting room. Already been in the process of gathering stuff up for this. As you can see, you got the bookshelves, wood, and all that. That's kind of where I discovered that my audio stuff kind of got just all sorts of wacky, because I was working with it and gathering resources already. And yeah, that's kind of how I found out. So I'm going to continue to gather some more resources. I'm not going to bore you with the resource gathering stuff, but it is good to be back, and I will be right back for sure. So I will see you guys in a little bit once I have even more stuff, mostly bookshelves, but even more stuff to work with here. So I did go and check. This channel is literally exactly, at the time of recording this, exactly 16 days away from being a year old. So that's actually really cool. I am at, at the time of recording this, 285 subscribers, which is still kind of crazy to me. I'm hoping that when I upload this, some of you OGs will come back. Because let me tell you, the people that have stuck around since like basically the first episode and come back and watch and comment every episode, I see you guys. But yeah, that is crazy. 16 days away from a year old. I don't know. What are we gonna do? We gotta have like a actual like birthday for the world or something, right? Because I uploaded this video the same day that I started this world, the first video on this channel, of the Slappy's Minecraft journey. Uploaded it the same day I started this channel, so it's definitely been a while. Yeah, I gotta figure out something cool to do for that birthday and have it uploaded hopefully on the birthday, you know. Guess we'll see what I can come up with. I think I've mentioned this before, but apples do drop now, which is really cool. Really cool. I think that's one of the reasons why we moved up to 1.2, is it not? Maybe. I don't remember. Man, these big trees keep generating. I kind of want to keep the big trees. I really like the big trees. Look at that. It's huge. Love it. Another thing I've kind of been doing since I've been gone is I've started making wooden slabs. And the reason why is because, well, they're still, they're going to become petrified oak slabs. They still act like stone slabs, even though they're wood. So I want to get just a lot of those, just an absolute ton of them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I want to have a lot of petrified oak. It seems like it would be just kind of cool to have, you know, a little memento. And I do believe this is the last version you're able to do that in. So probably going to keep doing that mostly off camera. And right now, a lot of this wood that I'm harvesting is going towards the library that we'll be building. But I do want to get a lot of petrified oak slabs. We have quite a bit of stuff right now. Probably more than enough wood, right? I would imagine, hopefully. Bookshelves, we might need to make more of those, but I think we can work with this. I think also we're probably, do I want to keep it on theme with how the base is, you know, with that more like beta block palette? I'm kind of tempted. You know, use more glowstone, stone slabs, cobblestone, maybe? I think that might be better for us. Yeah, I think that might be better. I definitely want to put the enchanting room up here, or the library with the enchanting room up here. I just don't know where in here. How much space over here do I have? Quite a bit. I think I have quite a bit if I go this way. So maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is 9 blocks long. Did I not do? I guess we could knock the wall back one more block. It's going to take a while, but I'll go ahead and knock this back just so the doors even up. I want the door to be this 2x3 sort of thing we have going on here. So I'm going to knock the wall out one more block deep, and then I think we'll figure out the door, and then I kind of want the library to look kind of like how the like the stronghold libraries are, but I don't want it to be like a one-to-one replica or anything. So I want it to be multi-level, and I want it to be maybe have like some offshoot rooms, maybe. I'm not really sure. I think I actually have a somewhat decent idea of something I could do for the library, now that I'm kind of thinking about it. Okay, so that's kind of annoying. Am I able to, like... Oh, okay, I can. So if I just place it on the side, I got really concerned for a second. I was like, okay, so it looks like I do have to place a full block of these slabs down to get this roof pattern in place, but we don't have to, so we're all good. I do need to make more of this though, as I'm kind of feeling this design for the library kind of in my head. we're definitely gonna need more smooth stone slabs. That is for sure. I think I only have like 3 stacks plus these 26 that are in my inventory right now. So, yeah, that's not cool. Anyways, we can also start moving up all of these resources that we've gathered for this build. We can start bringing those up as well. So I guess I'll go ahead and start doing that. And this will be where the door goes. And we can just, do they? Yes, they do. We can just sort of do this. Oh my God, and they actually place like normal now. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. Boom, there we go. That's where our library entrance will be. And I think it will also have a wood floor kind of starting out, but I'm gonna have to do a lot of digging to get this together. Just a lot. Just realized that. But that's okay. That is completely fine. We'll get that together once we get these resources up here and then start digging. Okay, so we got all of our wood, or I guess just all of our resources that we currently have. We're definitely going to need more stone. Stairs, not sure about, but I kind of have an idea here. So we need to go out, I guess, 5 blocks? So I guess to about here. And let me get the most out of this coal. Come on now. So we go out 5 blocks. And I'm gonna have to think about this for a while. Because I have an idea, I just don't know how I want to execute it. I'm gonna go do a bit of experimenting. That's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna experiment a bit. So thinking about it, I think I want to actually make it 4 blocks wide here. And then this little section currently goes out 5 blocks. So I'll take it out 3 more. So we're going to go 8 blocks out. And we're going to kind of have a weird kind of layout here. So all of this is just going to be wood, at least for right now. We'll make it probably look a little bit better in a little bit, but for convenience sake, we'll make it out of wood. And then just so things are more even, I'm going to fill this in with dirt just so I can more easily work with it. I'm thinking maybe right here, there's these other kind of 4 block sort of entranceways here. And what we'll do is we'll have a staircase that goes down, like maybe starting right around here or here. I might pull it back 1 block, but we'll have a staircase going down here. The enchanting room will be down there. Well, this whole area is going to be a library, but the enchanting table will be at the end of the hall behind a painting. And then this whole upper section here is going to be a big library. Now, how deep I want it to go, I'm not entirely sure. Might have to think about that. I think I only really want the upper section to be maybe 4 or 5 blocks above. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go make a single player world, go into creative, find a stronghold library, and then look at that. I want to see how tall theirs is because I want it to look kind of like that, but not exactly. Okay, so technically, okay, so it has 4 blocks of space above it. And then the walkway is on the 5th block. So I guess we'll make ours also 4 blocks tall, but I want it to be a little less cramped, a little more grand than what's going on in here. At least looks wise. That's good to know. So yeah, what I'm thinking is kind of using this library as an example. Instead of, you come in, And you're going to have 4 blocks. So technically, you know, the entranceway is going to look more like, I guess, this down some stairs. And then you would have a big hallway leading to a painting at the end, where the enchanting room will be. And then also just a lot of bookshelves and stuff along the way. And then the enchanting room isn't going to be the exact same as the actual library design. It's probably going to be a little bit more nature themed. So, yeah, let's get on that. Okay, this kind of helps. So basically, in short, this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks tall and the walkways at 5. So that makes things a little bit easier. So I'm going to go ahead and get that worked out. And I guess also I need to figure out how much space I need to dig out. Maybe I should start with I think I'll start with the bottom floor, and then the top floor we'll work on individually. But I want this overlook area too. So I want you to kind of be able to come up here and look down into the library below. So, all right, I guess we'll get to a lot of digging, just a lot of digging. I think I will pull this back 1 block. So the stairs will start here. And I guess we need to go down 5 blocks. We'll just use stone stairs for now because we have them. We might make it... I think I'll stick with stone stairs. It's cobblestone stairs. I think this is enough. Because technically... I would need to go down 1 more. Actually, I would need to go down 1 more. Or would I? No, I shouldn't have to go down 1 more. This should be the last level right here. So that's how deep... it'll go, and then the actual library will go this way. How many blocks out? I guess we'll figure that out in a minute. How big do we want this thing? I want 3 paintings, 1 at the end, and then because there are paintings that are exactly this 4x4 size here. So trying to think. So I want there to be 1 sort of gap here for the wall. So the actual library open space would start here. Let's just mark this with some wood. That this is sort of like the staircase still. And then this is the actual room. So I want probably a sort of pillar here. So we'll mark pillar. I have to do a lot of marking for this. The good news about this is, though, is that this is going to create a ton of, resources for me. But this is just, we're going to mine it out further this way, too. So don't worry. I'm just kind of graphing out how I want the structure to look. So we'll start with the pillar, right? Pillar. And then we're going to have 4 blocks this way. And each of I think the bookshelf sections will just mark with torches. So for one, I can see, but also, so I actually have a block for it. We'll mark those walls with the torches, and then we'll put another pillar here. And then we'll do another 4. But instead of it being torches, this is where one of the paintings will go. I guess I'll mark the paintings with logs. I don't want to use dirt because dirt is already in the wall. So this is where the painting is going to go. It's like this. And then we'll do another pillar after the painting. Just like that. And then another 4 blocks of bookshelves, I guess. So that's just how long it's going to be. And keep in mind, it's going to be a little bit more open. I might have to do a bit of experimenting to make something a little more even for the bookshelves. It is possible, but I don't know. I think this is a good general layout for what we're doing. It's kind of hard to explain it without just like doing it, but this is really convenient for me. So we have pillar, bookshelves, pillar, painting, pillar, bookshelves, and then 1 more pillar here. And then this wall will be another set of painting. I feel like we could make it more grand. This is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Maybe I should do, instead of immediate, you know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll do the painting right here, just so this thing is bigger, and so I can waste even more resources. We're going to put the painting here, and then all of these guys will be bookshelves. So we'll have 2 sets of bookshelves in between the painting, and then we'll have another 2 sets of bookshelves after that. That way, it's a lot longer of a hallway, and it's a lot bigger of a library. And hopefully, I can go up and it won't be as, like, so big that it doesn't fit in the mountain. But I think the mountain is pretty decently sized that way, so it should be okay. I would hope. It's going to take a lot longer, and it's going to use a lot more resources, but it's okay because I'm actually low-key running low on stone somehow, and digging all this out is going to give me a ton of cobblestone that I can use for other things. And the gravel, as annoying as it is actually going to make my life easier because then I don't have to dig as many things out. Now, this is going to make it take a lot longer, and it's going to make it a lot more resource intensive, but that's okay because then I can get a lot more cobblestone. Okay, I actually am unironically running low on cobblestone. I don't know how. This is Minecraft. It's like the most abundant resource in the game, if not the most. And I'm somehow running low on it. But that's okay, because soon enough, I won't be. Okay, so that's a problem. Oh. Okay. Well. Yikes. God, it's right there. Honestly, that's not good. Actually, that's not good. We actually are going to have to make it smaller because I don't want to mess with too much with the natural generation of the mountain here. So, well, I'm going to be honest. That kind of sucks. Was dirt there. I'm actually, I guess I'll pull it back to my original thing of being like, I guess, what is it, 12? Is this not 12 blocks yet? I guess it would be more like, what might actually be? Actually don't know how deep this thing is. I haven't actually counted, but I guess we'll go back to my original structured size here. Unfortunately, just because it doesn't have anything to do with me not wanting to like dig around it or anything. It's more so the fact that I don't want to mess too much with the natural generation over here because this is beta generation and we're not going to get it back. So, yucky, kind of yucky, but I think we can make something kind of cool with what we got going on right here. The other thing too is I need to make sure that even thinking about it, will this still be like too big even if I make it that short? I guess this mountain's not as big as I thought. Well, it's not too late to do some experimenting, so I guess we'll certainly find out here in a second, huh? Thinking about it, I probably shouldn't actually fill this in because I do actually still need to dig out something for the enchanting room. We might have to do a little bit of terraforming outside thinking about it, though, just with the location of that. Alternatively, we could just make it like over there or something. I don't know. I also need to make sure, is this going to interfere with this at all? Nah, this shouldn't interfere with that at all. Okay, I got a little concerned about that. As long as this doesn't go too far this way. It doesn't look like it does. So, okay. I think we are kind of a go on this right now. And I have a ton of stone. Like, apparently I was smelting stone at some point. I don't remember doing that. I really don't, but I did. So that's actually really nice. I guess now we'll dig this thing out. Maybe 4 blocks? Now, if we're lucky, this won't actually go outside anywhere. And I just realized I'm using my good pick. I don't want to do that. A good pick needs to stay in good condition. Too expensive to make good picks now. But hopefully it doesn't cut into the outside. If it does, though, I'm kind of thinking maybe some sort of weird Slappy Burger classic glass thing. Because believe me, I love a good glass wall. So glass wall could look pretty good over here. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm thinking as the general sort of layout for the whole room here. So basically, we'll have a pillar, and then we'll have our bookshelves here, and then we'll have pillars in each of the corners, and then bookshelves, painting, bookshelves, pillar, more bookshelves there. And I think we'll also put the same kind of general pillars here. And it'll just be the smooth stone stuff that we have going on up here. So it'll be equal to that. And that'll go all the way around this sort of thing wall here. Just like this. And the whole way around this bottom floor will kind of have that same layout. And maybe on the bottom floor, instead of having a bunch of bookshelves and stuff, maybe we'll have like, little tables and things like that. Little reading areas, and then upstairs we'll have even more library shelves. I think that would probably be the best kind of course of action here. Okay, so we have the area cleared out. I guess I'll go ahead and get the bookshelves installed, because that's going to be the easiest part, honestly. Just getting those put in. So we should have enough for all of that. And then we should also, I guess, oh god, we also got to figure out how we're going to light this thing up, huh? We're so concerned about what's going on in the middle as opposed to what's going on the edges, because that's where it might actually get dark enough for monster spawn, especially right there in the middle. So I don't know. Let's get the bookshelves and stuff installed first, and then we'll worry about that in a little bit. We have just under 4 stacks of bookshelves, so the bottom floor should be good. At least I would imagine it is. I don't see it. I don't see us running out of space on the bottom floor here, or bookshelves for sure. But I also need to figure out. I don't know. Do I want the bottom floor to be more open, or do I want it to be more book heavy? It's annoying. I'm not going to test it with bookshelves. I think I should probably make the bottom floor look more complete before I worry about filling in the space, right? So, okay, let's, let's make it look more complete then. Okay, so now we're here. Bookshelves next to the stone brick. I think it looks okay, actually. I kind of like that color contrast, that kind of gray on the heavy color. And then there's going to be paintings on the wall. How do I want the floor to look? Obviously, this whole floor needs to come out, because we're gonna tear it all up anyway. So I don't know. I don't want it to just be plain wood. I feel like it needs a little bit more going on than just wood, but I don't know what. It's still going to mostly be wood, though. Hello. Hello there. You are not allowed in here. Thank you for the ender pearl, though. Okay. I got the whole thing here is I mostly want it to match also the general style of the bait. Man, what is with you people coming in here specifically? Like, get out of here. But yeah, I want it to match the general color palette of the entrance area, which I feel like we're mostly doing, but I might need. Okay, well, I think I know where this guy spawned. This guy definitely spawned right here, didn't he? Yes, he did. He definitely spawned in there. We'll figure out something for that at some point too, I guess. Probably want some actual like logs, oak logs in there somewhere. Maybe glowstone design like this? I'm not sure. In here I used oak logs as pillars. And that looks pretty good with everything. Not that, but we don't worry about that with this. Do I want those bordering it instead of the smooth stone? Let's get the paintings up. Let's see if the paintings make it look any different. I have a feeling that might kind of change how we sort of see that stuff. Even with the paintings, I kind of feel like it would look better with the wood pillars. I'm going to try wood pillars. We'll see how that looks. And then if I like that more, I think I have an idea with the stone pillars that we could do, but we're going to change these out to wood. For right now, we're going to change them out to wood. I guess we're going to have to change the corner too. I didn't really section. That's whatever. It's whatever. I think if we go back upstairs, they actually are made of wood like this. So it'll be all right. Yeah. Yeah, that looks a lot better, I think. So now let's figure out the floor. I think I kind of want to do, this might be a little jarring, but I think I want to do something like this across the whole way. And it might look like crap once we actually, you know, get it installed, but it could also look really good. Okay, actually, before I even do this and get ahead of myself here, I just realized this middle cube is 4x4 and the rest of them are 4x5. The outer ones are 5x5. What in the world? Okay, so I guess the room isn't completely even. So that changes that idea. It still look good, but I don't want the library to have the same issue as inside the pig farm. So we're not going to do that. It would be kind of wood intensive, but we could do a sort of design, you know, like this, where it's just kind of alternates across. I think that would probably be our best bet here. And I still have, like I said, I still actually have something of an idea for the stone pillars, but it's going to be a little bit before we get to that. If another Enderman teleports in here, I swear to God, they keep picking up blocks, and I don't like them doing that. They need to go away. Okay, now we can go through with the wood. With the logs, I should say. We already got... It's all wood. It's all wood. It's all the same stuff, just in a different form. I will say, whenever I walk over here, I hear the rain, and that's actually not a good thing. It's actually not a good thing. There is a possibility that when trying to mine out this top section that we're just gonna dig into the outside world, which, now that I think about it, I could actually make something of like a weird library balcony thing. Because why not? At least for the upper floor. We kind of need to see how, I guess, how much goes out into the outside world. Because if not, it could just be like a window sort of thing. But we could do something of like a balcony, like a reading area outside, maybe. I don't know. But I actually think this looks a lot better like this, at least for a library, right? Looks a lot better. Yeah, I like this a lot more. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I feel like I definitely could somehow, some way put stone pillars kind of into this. And for one, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put those stone blocks there, because then it doesn't look as weird connecting to the pattern on the floor. A little more separation there. It's okay if these kind of line up with the pillars or whatever. I'm not too concerned with that. But just the floor there, just so it's not as jarring, and kind of be like that. I feel like there should be some more bookshelves down here. Like, what if we did something like this? Just a very small, like, this is just to mark it out, but we'll do like some very small sort of pillars like this, and then we'll have bookshelves in between them. And then this is actually where I think the stone pillars could come in. Something like this. But the bookshelves will go there. Right? And then we could put like some, maybe some tables down or something right here. I don't know. I think maybe it should just be dedicated mostly to books, and we'll just have some extra bookshelves there. And then we can put stone pillars that extend up to the ceiling of the next level where these blocks go. Okay, maybe something like that? I don't know. I just feel like maybe stone pillars aren't the play at all. Maybe it should mostly just be wood. That could be a finishing touch thing. For now, let's just go ahead and extend these all the way to the ceiling. And we'll put some more bookshelves in just so it feels a little more actual sort of library-ish. Because I do feel like it is a little barren, but this is the only extra bookshelves that we'll put in, because I do want it to feel more open. This is only like, what, another 32 bookshelves or so that we're putting down here, so not too bad. So we still have plenty of more to work with for the next level. I don't know if we have enough for the next level, but with how much wood and stuff we have, we kind of went overkill with the wood and such. But this is also good because what this does is allows us to put torches down here. We can actually put torches around all the sides here. It's going to be a little overkill, but it will make sure that there are no unlit areas in this whole library. Okay, yeah. I don't know. It's simple. It looks like a library. And what I think I'm going to do is this section right here isn't actually just going to be a solid floor. It's going to be somewhere where you can look down. It's going to be open. And then we'll have maybe a solid wood log like trim around sort of till like maybe there. It'll be not the biggest opening. We might have to do a bit of experimenting. We're going to have to dig out a lot of stuff anyways. So let's what I'm gonna do, just to make my life easier and make it easier to actually find the sort of library area, I'm gonna replace this entire ceiling here with wooden planks. So then I actually know where to go with these other sort of tunnel things up here. Okay, now that that's done, we can turn our attention to figuring out how to connect these tunnels to it. So keep in mind, each one of these ways is 4 by 4. So it needs to be 4 by 4. So we want it to line up there. It's actually already basically there. So it needs to like basically just come like right here, right? If I'm correct. Yeah. So we only really need to go another what? This is about as far over as we need to go right here. And we're in line with the paint. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted right here. So yeah, if it was a little bit larger, it would have been a little bit more grand, but turns out the mountain's not as big as I thought, which kind of sucks, but you know, it's whatever. I go with the flow. I let things change my plans. I don't have rigid plans that just everything gets ruined immediately because of one small difference. It's just not how I am. So this is okay that it's gonna be like this. I mean, I guess alternatively, I could make it 2 block tunnels here, but you know, make it more line up like that. But I feel like it would make more sense to line it up like this. You know, the 4 by 4. So we'll just put this back for now. Give me my. Okay, all right, messing everything up. Just put my the wood back, and this will fix it for both sides, and then we'll do a lot of digging out, make sure everything's all even. One thing I miss about, you know, having not played Minecraft for so long is I really miss just the music and doing like monotonous tasks like this. Like there really is something so calming about it. I definitely missed it. I think that was the biggest thing I missed about playing Minecraft was this stuff. One thing I did notice while I was digging this stuff out though, is that technically the hallway is going to be 3 blocks tall, but the actual room is going to be taller than that. So kind of unfortunate, but it's okay. I think it'll be all right. It'll I just don't know how I want the archer to look. I don't know. For now, we're just gonna dig out this room, get it the same size as the rest of it, and then we'll worry about what all of this stuff looks like in a minute. We also have to figure out a design for the walls up here, and the flooring. I think the flooring up here is going to be mostly wood, until here, where I think we'll do kind of the same pattern as the floor below, kind of mirroring it. So I don't know. Let's get this mined out for now, and then we'll worry about that in a minute. Oh, that's actually tragic right there. Well, I don't... this isn't too bad. This is pretty easily fixable, I would say, right? Yeah, come on. It's just a little bit of dirt there. So let's just go ahead and knock all this out, and let's see. So I guess we'll go ahead and get this side kind of completed here, because technically, oh my god, my inventory is so full now. Because technically the wood is going to go up this tall like this, and then there would be bookshelves there. So 2, 3, 4. So this is where the pillar, the next wooden pillar should go. And this isn't, yeah, this is very fixable, so we'll be all right. Just go ahead and put the bookshelves in, and then we can kind of get out there and fix that with dirt as needed. We probably got plenty of it now that we've been kind of mining in here. So I guess additionally, we should probably also go ahead and put the wood in for the ceiling there as well. Just like that. But let's leave a block open because we actually do have to get out there. Okay, we need dirt. We need dirt. Good news is this isn't as exposed as I thought it would be. So we'll just start with actually getting this whole thing covered up here. Sort of like this, right? And it's gonna look really weird from a distance because of how, I mean, honestly, it doesn't even look that bad, just like that. But it does kind of weirdly work with the terrain. Maybe that'll actually fix a lot of it just like that. So let's get back a little bit further here. Actually, that doesn't look bad at all, just like that, honestly. And I think the grass will spread over it. So yeah, this is, yeah, the grass will spread over this. So that's okay. Okay, that block actually needs to stay there. Yeah, this looks okay. This is all right. We can just do that. And honestly, how often are we going to be over there, right? Probably going to forget that that's even there relatively soon. So let's be honest, not that big of a deal. I think what we'll do is pretty much do the same thing we did for the ones below, where they have this wooden sort of pillar thing going on here like this. Just so it lines up properly with everything else. And then we'll also have the wood pillars here because this should extend. Yeah, so that does extend up from where it should be. Just like this. And then we'll use the stone slabs here like we did down there. I think I want actually the thing looking down to kind of be right here. We'll just kind of have this big hole looking down like this. We'll have to make some fence posts, but I think this will look good. Just something like this. And then we'll, once we get the fence posts installed, I think what I'll do is change the floor pattern to match the pattern down there. See, so we have exactly 64 fences. Hopefully that's enough for this, which it, yeah, it definitely is. That's perfect. We'll just have something kind of simple like this looking down. And it serves no other purpose other than looking cool. So yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Now up here, I think, I guess we'll do more paintings up here too. Why not? 3 more paintings. I think, but what if we just did the same painting layout? Maybe no paintings at all. Maybe just complete library up here, actually. Just all bookshelves. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we'll just do all bookshelves. No paintings up here. Paintings reserved for the place where the actual, you know, what is it? Enchanting room is going to be, which we're going to work on here once we get the roof floor fixed and these bookshelves put in. Okay, that is tragic. So I need exactly 7 more. Man, I mean, it could have been avoided if I had put paintings down, but I'd rather have more bookshelves on the top than paintings. But that's just me. I did just realize I'm going to need more than 7 bookshelves. We'll make more once we get in there. We need more because we're going to make the enchanting room. So I don't know how many of those I'm going to need, but we'll need some amount at some point. I think it's what is it? It's like 16? It's like what? Like 16 for a fully maxed out enchanting table. I might have to do some testing because the level cap is 50 on this one. I don't know how often we're going to use this enchanting table, but because I mean it's kind of out of the way. But I don't know. I don't know what the cap is for those on this one. Guess we'll go about seeing what block starts in the corner here. Is it a wood plank or a... Okay, so it is a wood plank. So that means that we need to do something like this for the flooring, because I would like the flooring up here to kind of match what we have going on down there. And that includes underneath the fence posts. So we'll keep it pretty consistent. It's a little bit more tedious with the railing, but it's nothing too bad. This is pretty light work compared to some other things we've done, so I'm not too concerned. I mean, if there's I feel like if there is like a problem here, it's not as bad of a fix as it would seem. It's probably just a little bit of mining and then, you know, not doing whatever it is that got us into the wrong pattern. It's just easy. It's just an alternating pattern. It's just simple. I don't know what it is, but sometimes when I'm playing some Minecraft, whether I'm like, you know, not tired or I am tired, I just be like stumbling over my words, like not able to think about what it is I'm trying to say whatsoever. And it's kind of annoying. I'm gonna be honest, it's a little annoying at times, but I always figure it out eventually. And I think this is perfect for the pattern. I don't think there's anywhere. Oh, almost missed a spot. Look at that. But yeah, I think this is good. And we should have enough wood to fix this up. I think the roof in here is going to be just normal wooden planks, though. I don't really want the roof to mirror the pattern on the floor. So I think we'll just do normal wood for the ceiling. Although thinking about it, having that pattern on the ceiling would be kind of cool. You know, just having the same pattern. I don't know. It's kind of tempting. I think I'll do it. I think we'll, I don't know. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna make the alternating pattern ceiling. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain around the center part there, but it shouldn't be too bad. I don't know. I think it'll just make it look more, what's the word? Like consistent, I guess. At least in here, having that same pattern on the both the floor and the ceiling of whatever, you know, wherever you're standing. So it'll look better in the long run. And honestly, it doesn't take that long to actually do. So it's not that big of a deal. I feel like this might actually be a little bit more tedious than the floors. Just something about it tells me it's going to be a little bit more tedious for some reason. And it actually already is, because I can definitely tell those fence posts are getting all up in my business right now. Okay, that should be good for the logs. It should line up perfectly. Like this should be a log, yeah, and then the corner is a log. So now we can continue with the wooden planks. And this shouldn't be as bad as getting the logs in. But it's really annoying getting it put in over there. You kind of have to walk all around the thing and jump, and you know, the part that looks the closest probably actually isn't the closest to what you're trying to place. So it's just kind of a hassle over here. And with these last couple blocks right here, the library itself is done. Beautiful. Do I like that? Let me look at it from below. Maybe I'll like it more if I look at it from below. I don't know if I like those blocks being like that next to each other on the pillars. Well, because it's like mirrored like this, I actually kind of like that. So yeah, actually I am going to keep that in. To some people, that might be the worst thing ever, but to me, that's actually really cool. Okay, well, this looks really nice. I actually like how this turned out. This turned out better than I thought it was going to, so that's good. Now I guess we'll work on getting the stairs and these little walkways looking nice here, and then I suppose we will work on the enchanting room after that. I think just to keep everything kind of consistent, what we're going to do is we are going to do some stone slabs like this, you know, and then we'll put the slabs here as well. Just to kind of, like I said, keep it consistent. And then right here, it's going to be a little odd, but we're going to put just normal wood planks right through here. And then we're going to put stone or wood logs on these parts here. That way, all of the entrances in the library all have this wood archway and then stone sort of thing here. Just like that. And I think that looks the best. I think we'll also put torches up around these corners here. I think we'll put some torches here as well. And I think that should be well lit enough that monsters don't spawn in this hallway here. If we put torches like that, that should be lit enough. I don't think anything will spawn in here. Now this might be crazy, but what I'm thinking is pillars along the whole thing here like this, and then more stone slabs right there. Oh my gosh. And then of course a torch right there. Yes. Just because I'm really liking it. I'm loving it. This is perfect. And then we can kind of dig out these areas and fill them up with just wood planks. Oh my God. If I could just place the blocks right, that would be beautiful. Well, all of these will be wood planks. And this is technically 5 blocks long, while that one over there is only 4 by 4. This one's like 5 by 4. It's okay. We're not concerned about that. All right. It'll be all right. Also got to make sure that there's a wood thing here and a wood thing right there. There we go. And then, you know what? Just so it stays consistent, put some of those down. And I think I have a ton of them. I do indeed. Let's do that. And this section's going to look really weird because of that. But you know what? We're going to live with it. I kind of like it. It looks better on the inside than the outside. And that's okay. So now we can just do the walls and ceilings, and then we'll do the stairs. The stairs, I don't really know how I want those to look. I'm going to be honest. Really don't. We'll figure it out. But right now, we'll get these done, get the stairs done, and then it's enchanting room time. I'm very excited for the enchanting room. I actually have a... It's probably been done before, if I'm being completely honest, but I have something of what I think is a cool idea, okay? Well, I guess if the stairs are connected to the wall, we might actually just have to do wood the whole way down. Honestly, just like wooden planks. Didn't really consider that, so yeah, it's probably what we'll do. Probably just do wooden planks on the walls the whole way down. Wow, we actually used up all of our wood. I'm actually genuinely impressed by that. Well, let's unfortunate, but I guess I'll go up more trees down. Didn't actually think I'd run out of wood. But that's actually okay because that will let me move some of this cobblestone back to the base. So, yeah, I need to do some organized. There's chests kind of strewn around the world that I really need to just get rid of or move, and I kind of need to extend the storage room a bit. So I might do that after I finish this episode. It might be what I'm doing. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like we could do something like maybe right here. Maybe a little. It might be crazy, but what if we did something like this? Well, that won't work. Do that. And the rest of this stuff is going to be just normal wood. I think we'll just, we'll just turn all of it into wood. We'll have enough wood afterwards. So all of this will just be normal wooden planks. Kind of around the edges here, but does that look weird? I don't know. I feel like it might look a little strange, but it might look better than just having it be all wood, honestly. I think I kind of prefer that over it just being all wooden planks. Then that means we can also put torches right there. Oh, yeah, that actually turned out really good. Okay, so the actual main library is done. We can break these torches that are scattered around in here. Man, this actually looks pretty good. I really like this. I really like this. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Okay. This looks good. And now we can work on this room. Okay, to start things off, I don't want the wood to be exposed at all in this room. I want it to be completely, honestly, just completely stone. Everywhere right now, just completely stone. And I think that would probably look the best. We are going to throw some texturing in, but just for ease of what we're doing, we're just going to throw stone everywhere. I think stone is the best course of action here. I guess the other thing too is how big do I want this thing? I need enough space to put bookshelves in. And I kind of want to make this thing nature themed. So how far back? Let's go back these 2 blocks here. I think, yeah, that's the outside world right there. So it's going to be kind of weird, but I think what we're going to do is instead of, you walk back here and just kind of stumble in and the enchanting table's right in front of you, is that we're going to kind of make it go this way. I feel like we kind of have to, because like I said, I don't want to mess with what's going on outside too much. Okay. I think we're going to start with something like this. I feel like I'm probably going to make it bigger, but we're going to start with something like this. And now, I guess we need blocks that are related to nature, huh? So mostly grass blocks. I'm kind of feeling like, I don't remember if I explained it or not. Maybe I did. I kind of want it to be a little naturey in there. So I want it to be all grass floor for the most part. And then I kind of want there to be like vines on the walls, which is why I got leaves. I could put actual vines, but I don't know. I feel like they kind of spread too much. And then maybe like some lily pads would be cool in there. I might have to go run to a swamp or something and get some lily pads, but lily pads could be cool. And then I want some water, like little pond, and then obviously have a, like the actual enchanting table in there, but I want it to be like very cobblestone, moss stone, very nature oriented. And kind of need the silk touch on this pick real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and mine some grass. I'm gonna kind of do the same thing here, but make the floor all grass. We're definitely gonna dig it out in some places, and I'm thinking about it. I probably am gonna need to extend it kind of deeper, but it's possible I don't have to. So I'm just gonna get all this grass put in, and I think the enchanting table itself is actually gonna go like over here. I think I might actually put the bookshelves into the wall and then maybe have a little bit coming out this way or something. But the enchanting table is, you know what, we'll just go ahead and mark it. Enchanting table is going to go right there. I think we'll probably light this place up with glowstone too, instead of torches. But just for now, we will put the water out here. I'm not entirely sure how I want the water to go. I definitely want a pond over here, and I'm kind of feeling like maybe something sort of like this, not too crazy. And then we will replace all this stone with dirt. And then actually make a little deeper area right here, just like this. Hopefully this grass doesn't spread too much. Let's go ahead and get all the water in, and then we can worry about, oh, I just realized. Okay. That's right. Water behaves weird when it's over stuff. Fixes that, and then we can just break these, and then it should be okay, right? Oh, wait. We got to fill those up, too. Boom. And then, okay, we can also probably put dirt here, make it look better. And then what if we did a little hole in the wall with water coming out like that? So the little pond is simple. What I want to do, that pond is simple, but I want to do kind of another one over here. And this one can be maybe a tad bit, make it more like that shape. And let's go ahead and replace all of our stone with the dirt here. And we'll put dirt down here, and then the rest of this stuff we will replace with dirt as well. So it is a pretty similar shape probably to the pond, but this one's technically a little bit bigger. Now we can just go ahead and get the water put in. Make it look nice and pretty. It is kind of annoying the grass spread, but we can fix that. And boom, now our 2 ponds are done. What I'm kind of feeling here is something of a little connecting waterway there. Nothing huge, but just a little river thing going on here. And I hope I have what is it, lily pads, because I might have to go searching for those thinking about it, but that's okay. But this is kind of what I was thinking for the water thing, and we'll put some lily pads here to kind of, you know, act as a bridge over. And the water done. I feel like okay, we have bone meal, so we can actually, oh, that's what I was going to do. I wanted to put some sugarcane over here. I feel like sugarcane would look nice there. And let's create some grass in here. Maybe not that much grass. It's a little excessive on the grass, but something like this. Give me one of these roses. Just a little bit of grass, nothing crazy heavy. I think that's kind of a clear walkway, at least. Definitely use a couple mushrooms in there. Not too many. I don't know if these still grow. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I don't spend much time over here. I don't know if these still spread or not. They certainly did, though. So, unfortunately, it looks like I do not actually have any lily pads here with me. So, we are going to have to get those after, I think, honestly, after we get this whole thing kind of set up, we should probably, actually, there's so much cobblestone back there. I don't know why I'm taking this. We should be able to get it pretty easily. Might have to run a long ways though. But I think I know where a swamp is relative to where the sheep farm is, so might not be as bad as I thought. I mean, honestly too, we could actually get some vines while we're out there. That could be worthwhile, maybe? I know I said I didn't like vines growing everywhere, but honestly, as long as they're not like everywhere around the room, it should be okay. So, but for now, I think what we'll do is we'll kind of fill in the wall with some like moss stone stuff. You know, actually, what if we did the leaves first? Like more of the, because what I was thinking was like, you know, we would have like something kind of, oh. I mean, you have to really look, right? It's probably all right. Yeah, you have to really look. But I was kind of thinking like, you know, we could have like these vines that are very like sprawling sort of kind of through the wall, you know, and across the wall. So like, you know, just kind of like this. And I think that might be pretty cool. As long as it's not too excessive. Don't really know why I'm doing it behind the enchanting table, considering I'm going to put bookshelves into the wall. But it's going to help me keep my, I guess, flow with it. So it might actually, it'll be okay. And we have, you know, we have so many leaves. It'll be all right. Don't need to worry about that. Okay. Well, guess we'll go down here. Where is it exposed? Where is it not? Okay. Looks like that's fine right there. And then probably just kind of do something like this. And it'll meet right there. Look at that. It's like one big sprawling sort of thing all around the room. And I think that looks pretty good. I think I'll do that and make it look a little more full right there. And with that, I think we can put in our actual stone now. I kind of want to put mushrooms down. 2 there, 1 there, and 1 right here. Should be fine. And how about instead of like that, we'll put 1 here. And also, you know, thinking about it, I just had a really good idea. Glowstone's back in the chest. Some of those vines, maybe we could put glowstone in it. And then that'll be where kind of the, it'll almost be like old glowberries. Be like old glowberries. You know, that might be pretty cool. Then also we could probably do something on the roof too, right? For it. So maybe actually this one, I'll ignore, like we could put 1 right here, like a glowstone there. Put a glowstone. What if we put a glowstone right next to the water fountain there? Like that. And then we put a glowstone right here, maybe. Put 1 right there, I think would be good. Maybe right here. So it's kind of in the vine. And then maybe 1 right here. And maybe one right there. That one dropped a sapling. That's funny. We could put a sapling down here, actually. Didn't even think about that. Boom. Sapling. Okay, that looks good, I think. And then let's also get something going for the roof. And I think we'll start right here. I think something like that works. I think that looks good. Okay, I think something like this would be good. And then let's just go ahead and put all the grass in. And then, you know, that reminds me, it might be cool to have some hanging down, maybe here and there. But for now, we'll keep it until we get all the stuff properly installed. We're just doing kind of a rough draft sort of thing here with these. So I think we'll also put some glowstone up there too, but we need to make sure that it's in good spots. Because I change these out stone without breaking. Yes, it should be good. Boom. There's that. And then I feel like we could connect it right there as well. Just like that. And maybe right here as well. It feels like it's a little barren right there. And what if instead of that, we put it like that? Yeah, there we go. I think that looks a lot better. Then maybe we could have a little bit of something coming like this way too. For the glowstone, I'm thinking one right there. One right here. And then we'll do another one kind of right above the enchanting table. And then maybe one right there. A lot of glowstone, but I think it'll look... I don't think it'll look good. I know it's going to look good, actually. I already like it. It already looks great. Now, bookshelves. Get the bookshelves in. I need to craft more. I was only able to make 64 books and another 5. I don't actually know how many bookshelves we're going to need to make this enchanting table work properly. So we might have to farm a lot more. I didn't get that achievement yet. Huh. Okay, so that's 23 bookshelves. I feel like that should be good. I would hope that's enough to get to like 50. I know it'll be enough for, you know, what is it, like later, but I don't know about now. I think this would be best if we're doing something kind of like, you know, yeah, there we go. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Kind of a more like into the wall. We got the vines kind of growing around it, which looks really cool, and kind of growing into it. But because now that it's a little more, I think what we'll do is we'll remove these, replace these with actual stone. And then I put all the leaves upstairs. Great. Okay. Something like that I think would look good. And then maybe just making sure everything's connected and not too isolated from the other vines and such. But I like that one pillar that goes up really high. And then, you know what? We have a thing right here. What level will this get to? Seeing 30s. I'm not seeing anything much higher than that, though. I think I saw a 31. Yeah, it looks like this isn't going to get us up to that crazy high level. You know, honestly, that's okay. That's okay. I don't think anything is necessarily interfering with it. I wonder if it's only pulling from these, like, ones that are, like, you know, too tall around it or whatever. That could be it, but we're going to live with it. Now, let's go ahead and put some mossy stone and some normal cobblestone around. I think that'll really fill this area. The only thing is I don't want to go too overkill with it, because that could kind of, you know, make it a little overwhelming in here. I don't want to put too much moss stone. or cobblestone for that matter. I feel like for this room, more moss stone would look better than more cobblestone, but I might have to take a step back and kind of look at it to really conclude if that's the better option. But I really feel like just generally moss stone. I mean, it's already super green in here, so normal moss stone would look better, and already that's adding a lot of texture just kind of to the room itself, so that's good. Is that too heavy or is that too light? I want to put a moss stone there. Well, I think that's starting, this is really starting to come together actually. Let's see if we can't do like maybe some kind of more dangly bits in the vines. I don't know if I like that. Seems like, honestly, I think I'm going to keep it where they're just in the ceiling. I don't know if I like it when they're dangling like that. I think I much prefer this. Okay, this is definitely the look. Now we really just need lily pads. But this is looking really good. I'm loving this a lot. This is really cool. Okay, well, I guess we're looking for lily pads now. Gonna have to go running for a while. But that's okay. I will be back once I find the elusive lily pad. Now, it's not, you know, lily pads, but I completely forgot about ferns. We are definitely going to be putting some of these down in there, and we might as well just grab some of the vines from here. Why not, right? I mean, they're right here. And we don't need too many of them, and I guess technically this will be like an infinite source of vines. You know, since I'm here, I might as well also get some jungle saplings. So those can be hard to get. You know, thinking about it, this might actually also be the version that added ocelots. So it won't be... what version is it that you can actually move things through the nether? Is it 1.3 that other mobs can go through nether portals? I'm not sure, but we might have to wait till then before we can get our cats, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not bringing cats thousands, like we are like 10,000 blocks out. I'm not walking those cats 10,000 blocks across the world. So it's gonna be a little bit before we get a cat. We still have Lucky though, it's okay. Here we go. Here we go. Now we have lily pads, and they actually have names now. I could have sworn I had lily pads, but they just weren't like named anything yet. I think they were just like gray and had the like blank Xbox on it. Could have sworn. I don't know. I'm not going to get like a ton of them, but I would like, you know, some to live on, because what if I'm going to have to go running around to find them? So kind of takes a while to, you know, get 10,000 blocks out, even with the nether thing. Maybe I should build another portal here. Then it takes a long time to bet. I don't know. We'll be all right. 20 of them is more than enough. So, okay, we have some stuff here. We'll put a couple ferns down just so it looks, you know, adds a little bit more, I guess, texture, whatever. And then lily pads, of course, for the bridge. And then I think we're pretty much done. And honestly, that's probably going to wrap up the episode. I mean, with the editing I've done, it's already just slightly over an hour. So this will probably bump it up a little bit longer. And then, yeah, it was a fun episode, though. I will say, I actually thoroughly enjoyed this. It's good to be back. I feel like what we should do is just kind of something. How do these work? Does it, no matter what angle they always place that way? Huh, interesting. I think, you know, we'll put a couple lily pads just in the water over here as well, right? Like, obviously, lily pad bridge, but then lily pads just kind of doing their own thing over here. Do they always look like this? And they look really weird. They look really weird. Oh man. And then for ferns, we'll do one like there, and then one maybe like right here. And then you know what? We'll put hold on. Let's put some vines down first. We'll put a vine right here. And then we'll put a vine. I don't want too many vines. Actually don't like that it's on the ceiling like that. So we'll put it there. I think vines actually block the effect of that. So we're not going to do that. But we're going to put a couple vines just kind of around. That won't block the glowstone, so that's okay. And we'll put one here over the... You know what? That's okay. We will put one up on the ceiling like that. There's just a couple. That'll be okay. There. I think that's good. And then those vines will slowly grow and things will look a lot better. And because I'm special, we'll put one jungle sap. Actually, that's a little too jarring. It's a little too jarring. I'm gonna be honest. The jungle sapling will hold off on. But man, I actually really like this. This build took not nearly as long as the library, but looks honestly way better than the library, if you ask me. Library, though, I still really like the library. I had a lot of fun doing this. It feels nice to be back, and you know, I also really like that we kept it within the color palette of the base itself. I feel like a lot of the stuff that's in this base should generally have that same beta palette with a couple, you know, differences here and there. I mean, for one, what's going on back here is definitely out of the beta block palette, considering there's vines and you know, lily pads, enchanting table as a whole. But I mean, this looks really good. I actually really like how this turned out. So it's low-key beautiful in here. Love this. Not as cave-like as, you know, the cave room that we have in the base, but you know, with all the mushrooms and stuff. But I really do like how this turned out. So it is, like I said, it is really good to be back. I guess while I'm kind of talking, I'll start moving stuff kind of around again, back in to where they're supposed to go. But yeah, it feels really nice to be back. And I'm not going to make any promises about uploading more often. The next video probably is going to be out relatively soon because I really am feeling a very big Minecraft groove. But I'm not going to promise that it will be out, you know, quote unquote, relatively soon. I definitely do want to do something for the anniversary, when I guess birthday of the channel, 1 year old on the 30th. Definitely want to do something for that. Just don't know what yet. I have some ideas though. I do have some ideas, but I want to see it. I have other ideas for things to do kind of around the world as well before that birthday thing. But I was also tempted to maybe do a live stream or something in the next couple of days. This should be uploaded depending on, you know, where you're at. The 16th might be the 17th, depending on where you're located at. But I was kind of thinking about maybe doing a live stream, figuring out how to set up YouTube live streams. Don't know how they work, but I know I can do it. I bet come on, I can figure it out. Right? It's been a long time. I've thought about it. Maybe that way, you know, on the off chance people do stop in, maybe I can do some busy work and then it could be like a live chatting thing. Not very many people on this channel, obviously, but you know, for the few of you that actually do come through and watch every episode, if there is like, you know, a specific time of day and specific day of the week that you're able to step in and would watch a live stream, just let me know. If not, we can skip on live streams. I'm more than fine with doing some busy work with you know, YouTube or music just played in the background. I do it a lot on just all sorts of games. So but I kind of thought about it. There is some smaller and, well, in some cases bigger busy work that I wouldn't want to upload on the channel that I could do while live streaming or something. But you know, it is what it is. It's whatever. But yeah, I think like I said, I'm going to cut this episode here. Just one more time. It is good to be back. I'm happy to play some Minecraft. The last couple episodes kind of felt like I was kind of forcing myself to play Minecraft. This time it felt like I wanted to actually play it, but enough yapping out of me, man. I'm going to let y'all all go. thank you all so much for watching. And if you made it this far, a double thank you. Once again, my name is Slappy Burger, and I hope you have a blessed evening.